What's the closest you've ever come to dying because an adult refused to believe you? When I was 15, my school had this super intense gym teacher named Coach Bennett. He was obsessed with mental toughness. If someone got tired during laps, he'd yell that pain was weakness leaving the body. If you sat out because you felt sick, he called you dramatic. I had asthma growing up, but it was usually under control. I carried an inhaler in my backpack just in case. Most teachers knew about it. Coach Bennett didn't care. One afternoon during football conditioning, the heat was brutal, like air feels thick brutal. About 20 minutes into drills, my chest started tightening. I jogged over and told him I needed my inhaler from the locker room. He looked me dead in the eye and laughed. You kids always got an excuse when things get hard. I told him I wasn't joking. I could already hear myself wheezing. But he just blew his whistle and pointed back toward the field. Run first, rest later. So I kept running. At first, I thought maybe he was right. Maybe I was panicking. But every breath started feeling smaller and smaller, like someone was tightening straps around my ribs. My vision blurred around the edges. I stopped near the bleachers trying to breathe, and Coach Bennett started yelling again. Don't fake an attack because you're tired. Everyone was staring now. Some kids looked uncomfortable, but nobody wanted to challenge him. He was the kind of teacher everyone feared. Then things got really bad. I bent over trying to suck in air, but almost nothing came in. My lungs just stopped cooperating. One of my teammates, Marcus, ran over and told Coach Bennett I looked blue. Coach Bennett snapped back. He's fine. He just wants attention. That's the last thing I clearly remember hearing on the field. The next part feels blurry. I remember collapsing onto the track, kids yelling, shoes pounding against concrete, someone screaming for the nurse. And then Marcus did something that probably saved my life. He sprinted into the locker room, dug through my backpack himself, found my inhaler, and came running back. By then, I could barely move my hands. He shoved it into my grip and helped me use it while another student called 911. The ambulance showed up fast, but the paramedic later told my mom another few minutes without oxygen could have gone very differently. Yeah, it gets worse. When my parents got to the hospital, Coach Bennett had already told the principal I overreacted during practice. He tried blaming me for not carrying the inhaler in my pocket. Except, Marcus had recorded part of it on his phone. The video caught me asking for my inhaler multiple times while wheezing so hard I could barely speak. It also caught Coach Bennett calling me lazy in front of the entire team. My mom played that video during a meeting with the school board 3 days later. Nobody in the room could even look at him by the end. Coach Bennett was suspended before the meeting was over. He resigned a week later. But honestly, the part I still think about most isn't collapsing. It's the moment I started wondering if maybe I was exaggerating just because an adult told me I was.